Yo, what's up guys? I'm Kiko Suarez here. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Thank you for checking it out. If you're from TikTok, let me know in the comments down below because you guys are my bread and butter. You guys are my community, the people that I'm building with this beautiful channel. And if you didn't know, it's currently 11:30 a.m. Usually I will be at work right now. But for reasons outside of my control, because I went to travel and everything, the company that I work for needs to go through some healthy procedures. So they make sure that I am virus free and I wouldn't shut down the agency by any accidents or anything. So overall, I'm making this video at a reasonable time, and you guys are gonna be able to interact with me and everything. But before we jump in, thank you for all the support and everything. We've been going like crazy. I believe we just hit 12,000 followers on TikTok, which is insane. You guys know I've been grinding that, and I just want to make sure that this becomes my full time at one point. But if you could go over there, if you happen to not be from TikTok, if you want to go follow over there, subscribe to this channel, go on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe for all that stuff, and interact with the community and interact with me, I will highly appreciate it. But let's jump to what you probably clicked this video for. I have a problem with Gareth Bale, and not the problem that you might think so, because I don't hate the guy. I don't. He is my favorite player. If you didn't know, he is the player that I most supported. I used to have a shirt of him, but I gave it to my ex and she kept it. So that's the only reason why I don't have a number 11, but I used to have the gray one away. I forget what season that was. Long sleeve. It was a beautiful shirt. But he's been my favorite player for the longest time. Ever since his breakout season with Spurs, I've been like, oh my god, this guy is like the version of a player that I can back up. And he used to be so nice, or he's still nice, and he used to be like having a charisma, like a character. Like he was Ronaldo for the people that didn't get to watch Ronaldo, in a sense. Like he came up from the ground up from Southampton to Spurs, just like Ronaldo went from Sporting Lisboa to Man United, and then he happened to come to Madrid after his best season in England. So overall, for me, he was like, this is the closest thing I'm gonna be able to watch the beginning to the end of a Ronaldo career, since I wasn't into football at the time when Ronaldo did his debut and everything. But my problem with Bale, if you guys didn't see the game yesterday, go watch it. Go watch his highlights. He's basically carrying Wales by himself on his back. It's insane how good this man is, or how good this man can be. And every time he plays for Wales, he reminds us just like, hey, this is what Madrid could have if they weren't treating me the way that they are. And that's my problem with him, because there's a lot, like, it's a double-edged sword. Don't get me wrong. There's no innocent people here. There's no good or bad person here. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and Madrid is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Let me explain. Ancelotti, I feel like in El Clasico, you guys know how I feel about El Clasico. After the El Clasico, or during the El Clasico, Bale should have played. Bale should have been a starter, or at least come off the bench, with the amount of connectivity between the midfield and the attack that we were missing. He could have been a revolver. He could have been a fantastic player. And as you can see with Wales, he was doing the right thing. So I think overall, Ancelotti is, I'm going to say, forced by Florentino to not play Bale, just as a final revenge, final stick it to you, because of all the things that Bale has said, and his performances and his attitude against the club. And nobody's above the club. At the end of the day, nobody is above the club. So let me preface that. I will always support Madrid before I support Gareth Bale. But at the same time, I can see why Bale is acting the way that he does. Because no matter how much he does, and every time he comes back, he plays something and he gets used as a scapegoat. And every time he goes with Wales and performs, like, you could see that he sticks it back to the media. And just like today, he supposedly he celebrated his goal by saying "sick that," which was a direct response to what's it called, to I think As or Marca saying that he's a parasite to the locker room, to Real Madrid. So right there and there, you could tell that he's not on the good books with Madrid. So that's why I'm kind of like, I understand why, but like at the same time, this doesn't help his case. I wish when Ronaldo left I really wish he had been the guy that took over, but it ended up being Benzema. And he ended up being on that loan at Spurs. And at Spurs, he did fantastic. He did okay. But I think it really comes down to Bale already completed football. He already won 4 Champions League. He already won La Liga. He already... what's the other thing? He already won us the Copa del Rey. He's already a Real Madrid legend. And if he was to retire tomorrow, nobody can take that away from him. So if you really put things into perspective, if he's going to play his best, he's going to do it for someone that will appreciate him. And who better or who will appreciate him more than freaking Wales? Like, dude, his country, every time he touches the ball, bro, it was insane. Like, that's my problem with him, that he already knows too much. He already knows that doesn't matter what he does, doesn't matter how he does it, he's on the right in his mind, and he's on the right for most people's mind. Like I said, I'm gonna support him if he ever goes in. I will support him because, again, he's my favorite player, and whenever he plays, okay, yeah, no, I remember why you're my favorite player. Now, what to do about him? So his contract is not getting renewed. I think that's well known now, and if you didn't know about that, now you know. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna go into Spurs or back to England, which would make sense. The worst thing that he could do would be retired, because after seeing those games with Wales, we know he still has the talent. We know physically he might be at one of the best shapes he's ever been in his life. So if I had to pick something, come back. Hopefully Ancelotti saw what he did with Wales and just like, hey, you know what, Florentino, you can stick it, because this guy is a baller, and he should be getting playing time. The second he comes back, he should be our starting right wing, because it's not like we have Mbappe yet. It's not like we have prime Hazard. Like, Hazard is a shell himself. So why not put the guy that's performing the best at right wing? If he was to play like this, there will be no discussion whatsoever who should be our starting right wing. But because of all the drama and everything, it's not doing it. So I believe Ancelotti should give him some playing time. Once his contract's over, goes back to Spurs, play 2 more seasons. I think he's like 33 or something. Play 2 more seasons. Remind everyone why you're so good. Remind everyone what you were about. Or who knows? Maybe after the World Cup, because supposedly that's it. After Wales is over, it's over. So play 1 more season. Play your season with Wales and then retire and call it a day. And what a career would that be? On other notes, just because I'm not gonna make another video about it, how about Italy? How about Italy? We thought Ronaldo wasn't gonna go to the World Cup. It's now, I thought it was going to be like a 40% chance that he was going to go. Now it's more of a 80%, as long as North Macedonia doesn't pull the biggest dark horse in history. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Love to your mothers, and I'll see you next time. Peace.